I'd like to welcome you to the Board of Commissioners, Town of Redington Shores regular meeting. It's Thursday, November the 12th, 2015 at 7 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mary, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Henderson.
Here.
Commissioner Kaplan.
Here.
Vice Mayor Holmes.
Here.
Mayor Adams.
Here.
Attorney Rubenstein.
Here.
First order of business is the approval of the minutes for the regular meeting, October 14th, 2015.
Make a motion that we approve the regular meeting, October 14, 2015 minutes as stated.
Second.
Motion and a second, any discussion? Hearing none, Mary, call the roll.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Holmes.
Here,
Mayor
yes.
Adams.
Yes. Ratification of bills for October and November of 2015.
Make a motion to ratify the bills as stated for October and November of 2015.
Second.
Motion and a second, any discussion? Hearing none, Mary, call the roll.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Holmes.
Yes.
Mayor Adams.
Yes. Next, commissioner reports. First, I'd like to send Commissioner Branch, hope he's feeling better and be able to come see us next week. He's kind of under the weather tonight. But, hi, Commissioner. Talking with Commissioner Branch, who is our police commissioner, I will give his report tonight. For Redington Shores, the criminal reports are 14, up 10 over last year. Police action reports the same as 4. Physical arrest was 1. Traffic accidents, none. Traffic citations were 7. Parking tickets 6. Traffic warnings 38. Ordinance violations 1. Ordinance warnings none. And that's it. If anybody has any questions on that. I would like to talk about this a little bit. There's a rash throughout the county of B&E autos. And we've been hit here in Redington Shores with that. And the only thing I can say is please and stress, make sure that your vehicle is locked and be sure that anything valuable is not showing, that somebody could look through the window and see that. But it is happening throughout the county, and unfortunately we've been here. Do you have anything to add to that?
I will say that countywide it's an epidemic, and there is a task force that's been formulated and is in place, and they're having some success. But these people are brazen, and when they single out a neighborhood, they'll come usually in 1 or 2 stolen cars. They drop off an entire crew and they go down the streets, and all they do is look for unlocked cars, and then when they find them, they open them up, they rifle through them, take anything of value. As this other guy goes slowly beside them, they just throw the stolen loot into the car, and when the police come, they take off and engage us in pursuits that really we can't justify, and they follow them with the helicopter. And like I said, we've had some success, but it's an epidemic, and the easiest remedy is to lock your car, because everything we've seen, they're not forcing entry, they're not breaking windows, they're just looking and targeting unlocked vehicles. So please lock your vehicle, and if you have an outside light, illuminate your car where it's not as enviable a target.
And Captain, I also understand that they're looking for garage door openers, because they'll come back later, and owner's manuals, from what I understand.
That's come up. We haven't verified that that's in fact taking place, but it's
Put your
kind of,
garage door openers out of sight.
and it's one of the rumors that's out there. But they're, like I said, they're brazen. They've even gone as far as they'll have another stolen car that, once we engage them in a pursuit and they wreck the car, everybody bails out and runs a block over, and they're waiting for them in the other stolen car, and they take off again. So, it is true and it is happening.
The other thing I'd like to talk about is, many people know, we do have a coyote in town. And he's been here for 3 or 4 months. I kinda named him Wiley, but I think he's got other names. But, only thing I would say with the coyote is, we have talked to Florida Wildlife, and they will not come get a coyote or anything like that, so. Coyotes are not aggressive animals, and if you leave them alone, they will, leave you alone. I would advise you, though, don't let your small dogs out or cats, because they do like those for dinner. And so, the only thing I can say is be careful with your cats and small dogs. Reminder that December the 6th is our tree lighting down at DeBello Park. And on December the 12th will be our parade, so everybody be ready for that. That's all I have. Vice Mayor Holmes?
Thank you, sir. The fire department service to our community, there were no, during the month of October, there were no non-emergency fire responses for the time period. There were 2 emergency fire responses with an average response time of 7 minutes and 23 seconds. Under emergency medical services, there were 8 non-emergency EMS calls for a average response time of 5 minutes 14 seconds. There were 18 emergency responses for this time period with an average response time of 5 minutes and 40 seconds. There's an additional item I want to report on that we set up at our last meeting. It was discussed during the last commission meeting. The newly formed PPI committee will serve an important role in developing communication programs to educate our town's residents on flood risks. We had, they had the first meeting on Monday of this week, and 2 of the proud members are sitting in the rear of the hall this evening. There's a lawyer in the back row, you can't miss them, in case they're not identifying themselves. But anyway, they had about 7 members present. It was a very well-organized meeting, and everybody seemed to be interested in the subject and participating and came up with ideas. And I think we're going to have a really good committee and a good outcome of that committee by being able to help our CRS scoring and help our community and hopefully attaining a lower numbers, so it'll help our folks in their pocketbook when it comes to addressing the cost of flood insurance. So that's the primary purpose of that. And the public information project will be designed to improve the understanding of flood hazards for our town, identify ways that our residents can protect themselves and their property during a flood. And Chris Henderson asked me to read this, by the way, here. He's very pleased that we had 6 residents step forward to offer their assistance as part of the PPI committee. If you would like to know more about the program for public information, please contact Chris Henderson, the committee chairman, or myself. No, I'm not reading that part. Or myself for additional details. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Kaplan?
Building permits, we're down a little bit from what we have been for the past months. We're at 87 permits for a grand total of 11,207.43. None of those were any new homes. That's where we were getting big fees. Also, we're in full force now with our new lawn service, and it seems like they're doing a very good job. And we're also trying to get some mulch at the Del Bello Park and have that all spruced up for our Christmas lighting and Christmas parade. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Kaplan. Commissioner Henderson?
Well, first of all, I hope everyone has noticed the old town hall parking lot has been greatly improved with landscaping, and thank you for that, Commissioner Capper. hard work on that. I've also started the process of getting our website updated, and this will not only make it easier to use, but will also help us when it comes to our CRS rating, as we will be able to use it in the program for public information that Vice Mayor Holmes was speaking of. I'm also aware that District 3 has some flooding in the streets lately, and we are working with the FDOT, and they are set to clean out the lines, Mary, in the next couple of weeks. Is that correct?
Yes.
So my hope is that that's going to really kind of remedy some of that problem we're facing. I just wanted to remind everyone that the town-wide garage sale is Friday and Saturday, November 20th and 21st, and it's a great way to declutter before the holidays. And speaking of the holidays, the town hall will be closed on Thursday, November 26th and the 27th in observation of the Thanksgiving holidays. And of course, the holiday boat parade is on the 20th of December, so be sure to either go out to one of the restaurants or go in the Intercoastal. It's a great time for everyone. And I'd just like to wish all of you a very healthy and happy Thanksgiving. That's all.
Thank you, Commissioner Henderson. On the old business, ordinance 15-02, the second reading and advertised public hearing. Attorney Livingston.
Ordinance number 15-02, an ordinance of the Town of Redington Shores, Florida, pertaining to trash dumpsters, amending Section 90-108 of the Code of the Town of Redington Shores, Florida, pertaining to parking regulations and requirements, providing for the inclusion of such amended ordinance in the Code of the Town of Redington Shores, Florida, providing an effective date.
Make a motion that we adopt ordinance number 15-02 on second reading as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second, any discussion? Hearing none, Mayor call the roll.
Commissioner Henderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Capper?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Holmes?
Yes.
Mayor Adams?
Yes. Next award bid for the paver project at DeBello Park. Commissioner Capper.
Okay, we're replacing the pavers, or attempting to replace the pavers down at DeBello Park, and we went out and we've got 3 bids. We have one from Mock Development for $25,000. We got Carlos Pavers Inc. for $20,000, and we got Paver Stones Inc. for $12,980. This time I'd like to have a motion to approve. I'd like to approve the $12,980, excuse me.
That's your motion?
Yes.
Second.
Motion and a second, any discussion?
Can I ask a question?
Sir?
Are you replacing them with the thin pavers that are there now?
No, half of the pavers at the park are thin and half are thick pavers. We're taking out the thin pavers and the concrete base and putting in all thick pavers.
Because I know when they put the ones that are in there now, it seemed like within a year,
Yeah.
they were broken up, and I think a lot of it was probably lawn equipment or whatever going over. the
Exactly.
edges.
Yeah, and the problem is because they're sitting on the concrete and the tractors would drive over them and break them and whatever, but that's the reason we're doing it. So if we go to the 4-inch thick pavers, that'll take care of that part of it. And the other thing too I meant to mention is there's quite a difference in price on here, but we did check this Paver Stone Inc. out. We went and looked at other jobs that were recommended by him and things like that, so we trust that he'll do a great job for us.
Any other discussion? No? Mayor? Okay.
Call for vote.
Oh, you want me to call it? Commissioner Henderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Capper?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Holmes?
Yes.
Mayor Adams?
Yes.
I don't feel like it tonight.
Go home.
All right, next is a resolution 09-15, proposed amendments to the Land Development Code and the local planning agency.
Resolution number 09-15, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the Town of Redington Shores, Florida, referring proposed amendments to the Code of the Town of Redington Shores which pertain to land development to the Planning and Zoning Board, sitting as the local planning agency for review and recommendations, providing a time period for the local planning agency to report to the Board of Commissioners, providing an effective date.
I make a motion that we approve resolution 0915, the amendment to the land, to forward to the Land Development Code, the Landing Development Agency to review it.
Second.
Motion and second, any discussion? Hearing none, Mayor, call the roll.
Commissioner Henderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Capper?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Holmes?
Yes.
Mayor Adams?
Yeah. On to new business, ratify the merit increase for Joseph Walker, Commissioner Captain.
I'd like to make a motion to approve a 3% merit increase to Joseph Walker.
Second.
Motion and second, any discussion? Hearing none, Mary, call the roll.
Commissioner Henderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Capper?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Holmes?
Yes.
Mayor Adams?
Yes. Any public comments? All right, hearing none, the next workshop meeting is Wednesday, November 25th. That is
The day before Thanksgiving.
the day before Thanksgiving. Where's the calendar?
The day before, right?
Yes, it is.
And I know there's some people not gonna be here on that,
Who's some?
me.
You know that one for sure, don't you?
Do we wanna move it, to,
Well, are we gonna run into this again in December? Can we do like a combined one? Or,
that's a good question.
November 30th, that would be December 30th.
New Year's Eve, that's gonna cause a problem, I think.
Or it's not New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
close to it.
Can we do something in the middle?
Can we, would it hurt anybody to move the special meeting, the workshop meeting to the 9th of December at,
Was
can
that our
anybody make
commission
4
meeting?
o'clock
Oh, before the meeting then.
before the meeting? Would that-
Or, our meeting's at
Or at
7.
6.
So we'll do it at 6,
Meeting
right
6.
before our meeting?
Would an hour be enough for what we got on there?
Well, if it goes, we might have to just go a little longer. I can post it.
Okay, for 6?
Vice Mayor, 6 o'clock.
When?
The 9th
The
of
9th of
9th,
The night. Yeah, we got something that critical that we have to have at all, or?
yeah.
There's some couple of things that's on the agenda.
There's a couple things on there I'd like to,
So we'll just do it
Sure, I can
combined,
make it.
November, December.
okay, combine it for these,
So I'll post for the workshop at 6 and the regular meeting following.
correct,
Okay.
okay.
So the 9th of December, 6 PM.
Correct.
November 9th.
No, December 9th, December 9th.
December 9th,
We passed the 9th.
okay? The other, and the regular meeting is December the 9th, following the workshop meeting. With that, this meeting is adjourned.